Hi, my friends. Molly Shaw here. I'm with Professor B Math, and today I'm here to introduce a new strategy. This is how we introduce addition facts, and we use a chart. I call it the quick chart or the tens chart, and we introduce it using this little 10 frame. So today, I'm not going to introduce it to you. I'm actually going to let Dr. Barrett, the author of the program, introduce it by showing you a clip from one of his teacher training tapes that he created to introduce this strategy to teachers. Why start with partners that make 10? Aren't we supposed to start with 1 plus 1? Professor B Math has such a unique sequence, like the order in which the mathematic concepts are introduced is very intentional, and it is very amazing how it develops spatial reasoning, that part of the brain that understands the relationships. And that's where this graphic representation develops that mathematical thinking, that spatial reasoning, which we need for math. Makes your kid a mathematician starting at day 1 when he is 5 or 6 years old. This is such a powerful strategy. I can't wait for you to meet Dr. Barrett and get a chance to hear him, his passion and his enthusiasm and his love for this program come through in this clip. So I'll see you afterwards.
This is the 10 chart. And the 10 chart is used in order to have children acquire mental mastery of the facts, addition and subtraction facts associated with 10. There are games we play that enable children to master these facts very quickly. These are steps in the game we play. Step 1 is calling, and in this step, you say to the child, you must not say the number I say. If I say 7, you must say 3. If I say 4, you must say 6. And you do it rather rapidly. You say 6, they say 4, you say 2, they say 8, and you're jumping around like that. Do this for about 3 minutes. Try to make it gamey, not so fast as to overwhelm the child, not so slow as to bore them. Having done that for about 15 minutes, you go to erase and tap. And in this stage, you will erase some of these. Of course, you're going to tease the child. I bet I catch you. So you erase, say, these 3. And then you say to them, what was here? They say 1. What was here? 3. What was here? 8. You jump around like that. Don't go in order, just jump around. They must not know where you were going. And then, after a little while, you erase these 2. And again, you tap rapidly here, 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 and they will tell you the number that was there. 3 minutes on that. Back to calling. The difference between calling here and calling here is that now half the numbers are gone. So you'll say 7. They say, respond 3. 6, they respond 4. 9, they respond 1. Again, 3 minutes. Now we go to erase and tap. All right, you're winning. Let me see if I can catch you. So you erase the 9 and the 2 and say, now I bet you forget them. And you tap around. 9, 5, 3, arbitrarily. No set pattern. You're jumping around. They must not know where you're going. And then you say, okay, you're doing very well, but let me erase some more. You erase the 7, the 4, and the 5. And you tap around again. What was here? What was here? What was there? And so on for 3 minutes. Now it's back to calling, and all the numbers are gone. You say 3, they say 7. You say 5, they say 5. You say 1, they say 9. So we've gotten to the point where all the numbers are gone, and they know what number is in each place. Now, you might say, well, what's the value of this? Well, watch and see. Let me erase one of these. Well, what's the value of this? There are certain activities in Book 1. Let me reach Book 1 and show you these activities. There are activities on page 36 which are very important. Now, this lesson we just did, where we went from all the numbers in place to all the numbers gone, You repeat that same lesson. It takes about 15 minutes. Repeat that lesson for, say, 2 days or 3 at the most. After the third lesson, they must never see numbers in this chart again. All of this is explicitly stated. This game that I described, plus this warning about not seeing numbers in there again, that's on pages 35 and 36. But you must pay very special attention to activity 1 on page 36, activity 2, activity 3 on page 37, activity 4, activity 5, and activity 6. Now, what do these activities sound like? Activity 1 sounds like this. The child must recite. The child must look at the chart without numbers and recite. 10 minus 9, 1, 10 minus 8, 2, 10 minus 7, 3, 10 minus 6, 4, 10 minus 5, 5. Then the child must reverse. 10 minus 5, 5, 10 minus 4, 6, 10 minus 3, 7, 10 minus 2, 8, 10 minus 1, 9. That must be done to mastery. That's activity 1. Activity 2 is a second recitation, which must also be done to mastery. 9 plus 1, 10, 8 plus 2, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 6 plus 4, 10, 5 plus 5, 10. And reversing it, 5 plus 5, 10, 4 plus 6, 10, 3 plus 7, 10, 2 plus 8, 10, 1 plus 9, 10. That's activity 2. Activity 3, you then ask questions like this. 10 minus 8, they must say 2. 10 minus 3, they say 7. Similarly, continue to mastery. I must remind you, each one of these must be done to mastery. Activity 4, you go to the chart and you circle everything that has 10 minus. Well, you will have in your possession this little chart book. And on this little chart book, you might just use a pencil and mark off, just put a little mark next to anything that has 10 minus on it. The reason being, you'll be able to find them quickly. And you want to rapidly tap these. Tell the children that this says 10 minus 8. And then you point to it and the child says 2. But immediately after that, don't say anything. Just keep pointing rapidly to anything that has 10 minus 2. And then continue to practice until you get them to respond very rapidly to the tune of, say, 30 responses per minute. See? Now.
Well, what did you think? The tens chart on teaching the introduction of addition facts. It's such a powerful strategy. It's connected to the next chart also, where we begin to see them with this horizontal representation, and we start with subtraction before addition after they've memorized this chart. And where do you learn how to do this? Well, there's some brief instructions here that just go along with each chart, like at the top, just as little reminders. But the bundle in level 1 actually has very detailed instructions on how to use this strategy, starting on page 34 in the textbook. And it's going to walk you through with a script, tell you exactly what to say. There is a power to the rhythm, the cadence, the drill, the oral repetition that is, again, unique to this program, that makes it fun. It's engaging for the kids. It's like short practice sessions of 10 minutes using the whiteboard and using the tapping and using the memory strategies of this. They're not rote memorization. They're conceptually rich ways to remember everything that is being taught. So what a powerful program. And you got to meet Dr. Barrett. He's just one of my heroes. So I hope you'll stay tuned for our next strategy.
So I start out by creating 15 blanks on the board. And you can kind of leave some space in between.